Please don't judge me, and I won't judge you. It can get ugly. It's beautiful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jackie. Jackie. That's Jackie Aina, like China, for those of you guys that may be new here. Today we're gonna be doing a full face of British UK beauty brands. I feel like a lot of these UK-based indie brands are kind of popping up, kind of really like coming for the girls. They're coming out of nowhere. There's Makeup Revolution, there's Iconic London, Models Own. There's so many that I think are on the radar right now. I just feel like we need to have a video to give them their shine. I don't know what's going on in the UK, but you guys are kind of doing the most, and I'm like low-key, high-key here for it. By the way, can somebody in the comments tell me the difference between the UK and Great Britain? Who is Wales? Okay, Great White Wales. Like, I don't know what's, Dennis didn't even have the answer to this one, so I'm gonna need y'all to come through. I know that Google exists for a reason, but that's beside the point, all right? I'm trying to get you guys engaged. Before we do get started, I do have to ask, please join the Jackie Aina family. I love seeing you guys come back. I love also seeing you guys comment. If you're in Finland, I want you to comment below. I want you to comment down below if you're watching this video in Finland. And yes, I do know that my last name, Aina, is mirror in Finnish. I don't remember what the Finnish translation is. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Get that from my laboratory. Okay, first we're gonna start off with some skincare, because you know she's the skincare queen, the skincare plug. I didn't even know I had these, but these are an anti-aging skin mask from Face Ink by Nails Ink London. Don't know how they got my address, but they've been sending me cool stuff. So hey, it's an anti-aging sheet mask. You're supposed to, why is it called 40 winks? What does that even mean? It says remove the mask from sachet and gently unfold after 15 minutes. Remove the mask and gently massage excess liquid into the skin. Oh, she's nice and juicy too. Oh, she's juicy. There's nothing worse than like a dry sheet mask. Okay, this is doing the most .co.uk. Okay, so it's cute. She's cute. There's definitely a lot of liquid in this mask, and this definitely, oh, it's very thick. It feels like a gel. It's got collagen and multivitamins, B3, B5, C, E, and retinol. Oh, retinol. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm gonna just keep on going with it, okay? Please don't judge me, and I won't judge you. It can get ugly. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna just let my 15 minutes roll on by, and I'm gonna come back with new regenerated skin. I'm gonna come back and blow up and act like I didn't know nobody. Watch. That was a nice, juicy drink of coffee for my face. Okay, I have a little bit of a dilemma for the foundations I was gonna use for this tutorial. I have the Makeup Revolution Stick. Is this what it's called? Fast Base Stick Foundation. Oh, this is $9. It's lit. I didn't realize it was that cheap. Makeup Revolution, I feel like we see them a lot for their concealers. Their concealers made a lot of waves, they made a lot of hits, they made a lot of noise. This is supposed to be a dewy finish that blends seamlessly into the skin, and it comes in what looks like 18 shades. I have like the last 5 or 6 Zork ones, and I'm gonna swatch them and show you what we'll just deliberate together. F13 is for dark skin with warm undertones. This is F14 for dark skin with cool undertones. I do have some thoughts because I definitely don't think that that's cool, but okay, all right, we'll just keep going. If anything, this looks a bit more, I would say neutral. What intonation? F15, dark skin with neutral undertones. That's definitely neutral. F16 is for dark skin with warm undertones. That is definitely, to me, pulls more red. So, Kyle, what the heck, Kyle? F17 is dark skin with neutral undertones. This is just an interesting color altogether, but yeah, we'll go with neutral. Neutral gray-ish. or whatever. F18 is for deep dark skin with warm undertones. Probably, yeah, no. So as you can see, not only do none of these even, like I almost thought this one is the only kind of workable one, but you're gonna see it if I put it on my face. It's going to be obvious. Then I thought, why don't I just use the concealer as a foundation? And the closest one that kind of could have been a skin tone shade was C15. And you know what? Now that I put that on, that actually doesn't look too bad. I don't want nobody on here. Yeah. They have the right idea though. I was pretty confident that these would possibly work for me. I'm gonna stick to what I know and what I love. Too Faced Born This Way and Hangover RX. And I'm just gonna speed it right through this because why not? I'm gonna actually highlight underneath my foundation. When it comes to drip drippity drop Instagram tutorial culture, Iconic London does that. Name a more iconic brand. They get a lot of love on Instagram. You probably see them on your Explore page right now. I feel like their main staple product that they started out with were these illuminators. So these are just basically like glow drops and they're really foily. So I don't know if these are my jam, but you know what? I thought it would be kind of fun to try something new. I'm gonna pat in my finger. Oh, that blended out real nice. Place some of that on the temples of my forehead. I'm definitely not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of these glow drops because I feel like they're, ooh, let me eat my words, never mind. Sometimes what I see in person and then what I see in the camera, okay, I like the way it looks on camera. I actually do. I like how these don't dry super quick, so there's playtime and they don't matte down. Those of you guys that like to put this under your foundation, but like all over your face, like face cream, are braver than the Marines because I'm not the one. I have a jelly shot from a brand called Incredible. I'm a little disappointed that these aren't scented. Like I was expecting to smell like watermelon. It says it's a lip quencher, but truthfully it doesn't really do much. These would be cute on display though. Like you can see the color of it at the bottom. I'm gonna take a bit of spiced rum with my fingertips and apply that around my mouth area. Because as you can see, I'm working with two different colors, not only on my face, but on my body. And then Shy, I put everywhere else. I've really been wanting to try this brush ever since I first got it. It's from Iconic London, and it reminds me of a computer mouse. And I'm also not sure if this is meant for foundation, but today that's what I'm using it for, so get into it. Ooh, not bad for a computer mouse. Now the only thing though is when you rub, I feel like that kind of takes some of the product off. So instead, I'm gonna dab that into my skin. Wow, that blended out my base really quickly. I imagine this probably would work really good for powder foundations too, but this is really good. This is very soft too. Side note, it does put a little bit of straining on my wrist. I get carpal tunnel sometimes because y'all be stressing me out editing these videos 24/7. Holding this could probably be hard on my wrist. So I don't know if I would use this brush very often, or maybe I could just, I don't know, maybe it's just as simple as changing the way that I hold it or grip it. Maybe I could just hold it up higher like this, but something like that for me would be like very important. So I just thought that I would mention that. I mean, comfort is a very big part of the makeup application process. So I just wanted to note that for those who, you know, may find that part relevant. As for the results though, I think it blended it out my base not only really quickly, but really beautifully. Like it just looks super smooth. This highlighting underneath your foundation gig is not bad at all. I just want to take a quick moment to give y'all a shot of this skin. Like, she's flawless. Okay, now time to get into this concealer. I'm damn near probably the last person on earth talking about and featuring it on my channel. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. I hear this being compared to the ColourPop concealers a lot as far as like price range and coverage, finish, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's Seven Zoilas. We go, oh yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. This actually comes in a pretty decent shade range. I'm gonna start with 13, which is what I'm considering to be my highlight. And so far, looks like a pretty good highlight matte. 13.5. That looks a little bit closer to my base color, so I wouldn't use that as a highlight. Starting with under, ooh. Didn't somebody somehow, somewhere, some who say that these had a funny smell? I think I smell what they're smelling, but you know what? I'm not usually inclined to put the concealer brush to my nose like that. Like I'd have to really be like trying to smell it to smell the scent. So it doesn't really bother me, but it is a little chemically. It looks nice and opaque so far. It's looking slightly pink. I think I can work with it. Yeah, it's definitely not off-putting. I would say an example of a concealer that I just would not use because it's too pink, like not workable enough, would be the Kylie concealers. Do you guys remember my review from last year? Like it was just not, sometimes you can really work with pink under eye, but now I am gonna take a little bit of F17. That blended out real good. I'm loving this brush. I am a sponge girl, so I'm gonna blend my concealer with my beauty blender. Definitely doesn't dry down quickly. Coverage looks fab, and coverage looks fab so far. I'm gonna pop some on my lid. I'm really pretty happy with how my skin looks right now. I don't have any setting powder, so I'm gonna take my Beauty Bakery flour powder and set under eye. Hopefully this works well with it. Don't judge my missing nail. I don't want to talk about it. This palette was actually created by one of my subscribers. Like, how freaking lit is this? Tammy's a YouTuber. She tweeted me about her palette, and then it just so happens that Makeup Revolution reached out and they were like, hey, we want to send it to you. So I was like, of course. This is a beautiful palette. I like how she factored in practically every look. I mean, you've got something for golds, you've got something for your purples, you've got something for greens, your blues, you got some champagne colors in there. Congratulations, Tammy. Collaborating with Makeup Revolution is huge, and it is an honor to use your palette. It's called the Tropical Paradise palette, and I feel like that's a pretty accurate name since it is so colorful and fruity looking. I feel like I've done a lot with purple lately, so I'm gonna do something orange. I'm gonna take this shade here from the palette. Now, you know she's serious when she switches her lens, girl. All right, let's take that orange. That, ooh. Whew. Y'all know that video of Diddy's son? When Diddy walks into his son's room with the outfit on and the son goes, whew. That's how I feel about this orange right now. So far, the orange in its natural habitat has proven to be superb compared to the others. I'm sweeping that in my crease area. I'm gonna be using a mixture of brushes throughout this tutorial, but I just have to quick shout out to the Morphe M532. This has really been changing my life when it comes to blending out my crease. I'm just saying, this is a really good brush. I forgot who put me onto it, but I really like it. And yes, your girl does have a code, and that code is EDGED. Look at how vibrant and gorgeous that is. That is a really impressive color for an orange matte. All right, let's get into this yellow. I feel like I haven't really incorporated yellow. I mean, I do prefer it to be matte for this look, but I'm gonna put her onto my lid and see what kind of magic we can create. Now on my bare skin, the shadow is doing great, but I feel like I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting it to show up on top of the matte, which doesn't usually happen. I'm gonna switch to a brush and see if that helps. I'm gonna switch to a Zoeva brush. This is the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. I think I had these delivered from Selfridges, if I remember correctly. I really like their brushes. We sure did make her pop. Yes, we did. I'm especially grateful for my missing nail because I can finally get close to my inner. That's the only reason why I left it, because I knew it would benefit me later, so judge me if you want to. I'll blend in a bit more of that orange along the outer corner. I mean, I would say she's pretty beat. So I just went on the Revolution website and I realized that this is 15 whopping Zolas. That's really, I would say that's a pretty good price for a palette with this many shadows. However, I will say that the yellow did do you see what happened with the yellow? You know, it kind of dries up. Wait, there she is. Kind of dried up on me. I know people don't like when I say this, but I feel like for $15, it's still a good palette. She's a cute mauve. Can you focus on her and not me? Dang! She's a cute mauve. Let's go in with her. Pat that in my outer corner. I'm rarely ever left more impressed with the mattes than I am the shimmers, but I don't know, Tammy, you might have just did something. That is so pretty. Then I'm gonna take this orange, the shimmery orange, and put it in between the pink and the yellow. And you know what? Speaking of Geico Insurance, I don't know what the hell y'all are doing in the UK with eyeshadow looks, but you guys are low-key coming for all of our throats and our necks, and I would appreciate it if you would step off. I'm gonna take that and blend along my bottom lash line. By the way, the mirror in this palette is freaking amazing. And so far, I'm loving this eye look. It's very wearable, looks super gorgeous. I love the way that the matte's blended out. Go get this palette, y'all. Support a brown girl collabing, okay? Chocolate girls rarely get collabs. Seriously, like by big mainstream brands. So please go show my girl Tammy some love. I'm gonna take this rose gold shade. That looks like a rose gold to me, so I'm gonna take that. By the way, I love when I meet you guys and you guys are like wearing inner corner highlight. All right, you guys have heard me rave about LePage trends a lot on my channel. And today I want something that's wispy, fluffy, but also, you know, kind of lightweight. So I'm gonna take this lash here and it is called Raspberry. These are Glow For It illuminator drops. Are these supposed to be used for highlight? That's definitely liquid highlight. I don't know why I thought this was gonna be glitter. Oh yeah, that's like oily. Okay, so never mind, I get to keep the eye as is. Awesome, because I wanted it to be left alone anyway. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. You heard me, West Side. Okay, mascara time. I can be done in 10 minutes. Okay, ah! Doesn't look like the concealer clung to the powder or anything like that. It looks actually pretty good. Last time. I'm gonna throw these cuties on. This is the Butter London Glazing Blush Jelly. Gelée. It reminds me a lot of the Farsali. It's like, you know, the same thing. It's a lot like the Farsali. Ooh, she gonna drippity drop. It's got that jelly bean consistency, except this is in a blush form in the shade Dazzle. I wanna apply this with my finger. With the brush, it's interesting there. I do feel like the color kind of disappears on me. I don't know if this is enough pigment for your girl. Maybe I just need to add some more. Okay, this is kind of pretty though. This is actually really pretty. I actually kind of like that. Whenever I'm blending out a cream or like liquid product, I always take 2 fingers. There's just something about 2 fingers that I feel really does the job for me. Blend again. Blend again, yeah, always blend again. I just need a little bit pigmentation, a little bit more, because it's kind of soft. Like I imagine I probably have to really layer this on to get it to show up, girl. Summer Strobe Spectrum palette from Zoeva. It is a highlighting palette. This color here, there's a green duochrome looking, whoa. That's a lot. Actually, maybe we could do a little something. That's a little bit too out of this world for this look. So let's go with SU020, which is the more pinky peachier one. All right, SU030. It's got a little bit more gold. I'm now just wearing all of them, so there's no way to know what they individually look like, but I don't think it's too bad. It's okay. It's whatevs. As you guys know, I like a little bit more gold, so there's that. I have some lip pencils from Makeup Revolution. I think I'm gonna go pinky coral. So I'm gonna take Prime. Ooh, this is nice. This actually is pulling a little bit more terracotta on my lips, which I'm not mad at because it kind of goes with the orange in the eye. There's a little bit of tug there. They're not as smooth as I would like, but you know, they're actually not that bad. I'm gonna take the Nude Attire Nude Liquid Lipstick Set from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. This is a Black-owned beauty brand based out of course, the UK. And it's a really cute collection of different types of nudes. You have one that's got a little bit more pink in it. Ah! I'm gonna take the color CEO Uncovered, cover my lips with it. These have a really, really highly chemical smell. And in case you're wondering, that's not me. That is not me. That is the owner of the brand. I'm gonna take the Incredible Lip Gloss. I love the branding and the packaging of this brand. It reminds me a lot of like a UK version of ColourPop, like the cool indie brand. Everything looks clean, everything looks fresh, everything looks Super professional. This is one of their glosses in the color Mermaid. Oh, that's such a cute name. Mermaid Tantrums. It's a fun pinky orange duochrome shade. This is a hyaluronic fix spray from Revolution. It is a hydrating and plumping makeup fixing spray. It doesn't say it's a setting spray, so I just think that's probably just something that will kind of, you know, take the fresh, overly powdered look from your makeup. Oh, that's an excellent sprayer. And that is the completed look. Okay, so that's a wrap. Just to wrap up all of what we just tried today, I think I have mixed feelings about the concealer. I don't know if it's doing what I need my concealer to do for me just yet, but overall, I think my face does look good. The shadows actually surprised me. I think I was prepared to finesse the mattes, and they actually ended up being really good. I love the color. Where's she at though? I love the color combination of all of the shadows in here. You guys already know how I feel about LePage Trends lashes. They're the bomb. Go ahead and support your local faves. This brush was definitely legit. Maybe not the most comfortable for me to use, but I really liked the way that it blended out my base. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I disliked anything. I think I pretty much liked everything we used to pull off this look. Loving this lip on top of that liquid lip we put on earlier. I'm pretty happy with how this look turned out. I feel like these brands in the UK across the pond are snatching our follicles straight out of the dermal layer of our skin. Or maybe it's... Thank you guys for watching and hanging out today. I'm gonna finish off my night by eating some chicken and watching Britman Rock's house tour. Okay, speaking of global warming, why don't you just watch the next video? I know you ain't got nothing else to do. You already know you're gonna enjoy it. Just click right here. It's real simple.